This is now my first time I'm getting to see Jesus Jones. I had been asking them, and you could say maybe begging them for like over the years to please come back to LA, and they finally did decide to do so.
This has been a long time coming. We had tickets to their U.S. tour in Cincinnati that had to be canceled. Weren't able to go to the makeup dates, and so when this was announced, we live in Phoenix now, so when this was announced, I was really excited.
This is actually only the second time I've seen them. The first time I saw them was in 2002, where they played in Tempe. So we actually drove from Arizona to see the show.
Boys, you don't write anymore?
I'm here with my friend. His name Jim Morrison.
My name is Jim Morrison.
Really? The Whisky is well known for the door as being where they broke ground. Kind of cool to see Jesus Jones with Jim Morrison.
Like Hendrix played here, I think, and like everybody's played here, and now we play here.
I want it moves mountains. I want it move mountains.
After 30 years, you get to come back and play somewhere this cool. There's nothing about this LA trip which hasn't been amazing.
I've been here since '84. This is where I would come from the Marine Corps out of 29 Palms, drive down here for the weekends, and go watch alternative rock bands from Jesus Jones and many, 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 many others. Many others. Still have the ticket stub too. When they were playing with Ned's Atomic, the Dustbin. So that was a great show. Loved it. Everybody was in there. The whole audience was, so it was great.
Yes! Hello everybody, we're Jesus Jones. We're back in LA, and I can't believe it. And it's fucking amazing. And that's Alan Doughty on bass. And that's Sherry DeBlanc on guitar. Behind me, Jen on drums. That man there, Mike Edwards, guitar and vocals. We shouting, sweating, and you lot joining in. Let's have ya. Let's fucking have ya. Make some noise. Come on. Come on. Yes.
Yeah, this is going to officially blow your mind. Stockwell Skate Park, 1988. Lance, me, Tommy, Cab, Vallely.
It's all yours and it's all mine. You just have to find the time. We're all the same, we share the blame. When you play the game, if it's yes or no, the decision is easy.
It's a cheeky little way of defining what we were like. That's what I wanted to get across with it. And I also wanted it to be slightly sardonic, and I also wanted it to be quite referential, and I also wanted it to be affectionate in the way that it looks at LA in a kind of thankful way. We have a lot to thank LA for. This is the first place where we touched down in the States where it felt like the career had started and we were going places. So to be back here is amazing in itself. And then there's that skating connection where it's like, well, that's one of the reasons I met Mike, and that's one of the reasons the band came together, and that's one of the kind of things that drove like a creative urge and a stylistic urge to what we looked like and what we sounded like. That was driven by the energy of that. It was like an oblique reference, The older, more crusty and crumbly I get, I like to do things that have reason and meaning and everything kind of baked into it. So now when I look at it, I'm reminded of all these amazing things. And that's what the poster does.
I was a pretty good Jesus Jones fan. I have pretty much everything that they've done.
Right here, right now was our wedding reception entry song. So I'd say that qualifies me as a pretty big fan.
I grew up in Arizona, had MTV on, saw the Right Here, Right Now. I was like, hey, that's a cool song. I really like how that song was actually constructed. You could hear the sampling and the keyboards and the guitars and everything, how it was infused. It was a little bit different than all the other pop that was out there at the same time. And besides, what it was talking about.
Right here, right now, there is no other place I wanna be. Right here, right now.
It wasn't a big sappy love song. It was actually what was real and what was actually going on in the world at that time.
I think America was probably ready for it. I don't think we didn't tailor what we did in any specific way, but I think we probably realized that it was ready to accept something new and different, because that commercial side of American kind of big pop music, it just felt like it was fallow ground. So it was quite exciting to come over here and watch it work.
They would take like music and they wouldn't really sample it, but they'd like kind of change it and make it their own. And the thing that was cool about that is it kind of just really lit up in the U.S.
Do you wanna be happy? Yeah. Do you wanna be happy? Hey, hey, hey. Do you wanna be happy? Don't you know happy is never enough?
Because there was also a bit of a punk rock feel as well, too. Because you had all the bands that did sampling, and you had the bands that did the rock. And they were the first ones that not only did it, but they put it together in such a unique way.
Crushing the words of the people who doubt with the weight of the heart.
Even though there was a hard driving industrial experimental sound. So I just find Mike's lyrics to be very poetic.
The days that seem clear to me are the days when you're near to me. Everything is fine.
They were a little bit more emotional outside of just pure romance, love type of thing. There were everyday things that you had to go through is what they were writing about.
Without someone else's shoulders, leave it there till it gets colder. 2 and 2 always equals 4. Did you never hold? Is the thing
come over here first, the songs tend to have a relationship that's structured around that album that they've just bought this year. It's all very fresh. And as time's gone on, the reason why they like us or the reasons why they found us or whatever, it's diversified. It isn't just like, oh, I bought the album and I liked it like 30 years ago. They'll say, it now means something different to me because of this, which is quite humbling.
My copy of Liquidizer is what I brought in here to have them signed, because there's so many memories for me of how this music is actually constructed and the feelings that are in it and the mix of influences you just don't get anywhere else. And this is definitely not a carbon copy of something else.
We were listening to the collection that they put together back in 2011 of a bunch of their songs that were just favorites of the band. There was a lot of deep cuts mixed with stuff that was also had charted. It wasn't like your typical kind of collection. I think the thing is, it's not so much about the song as much as it is the songwriter, and that's the thing when it comes to. It's like if somebody's able to write really good songs, it doesn't matter if they chart or not. It's like you were saying, it's about the fans.
None of my friends were really into it. They didn't quite get it. And you come in here and you see so many people that know every single word, and so it's such a unique experience to have them come back. Just the atmosphere is just electric, just knowing everybody is really in tune to this band.
I don't really think that any of us saw that longevity coming. Nobody ever does. But it was amazing, and it still makes us happy 30 years. I mean, it's why we're here. It's why we're here.